Lorna Dane is a mutant whose winding journey has cast her in multiple roles, often at the epicenter of the most pivotal events in mutant history. Her ability to sense and control the forces of magnetism have made her a powerful ally and adversary to many who know the emerald-haired Mistress of Magnetism best as Polaris. In her comic origin, Polaris lived anonymously as a mutant with latent powers, but scheming by Samuel Starr Saxon and Mesmero unleashed her magnetic abilities as part of a plot to set her against the X-Men. A plot that would ultimately fail, but managed to raise some long-standing questions. It was thanks to Longshot and Monet St. Croix that her heritage was finally revealed. If a powerful mutant with the ability to control magnetism sounds familiar, it's no coincidence. Polaris, as it would turn out, is the biological daughter of Magneto. Once a member of the X-Men, Lorna Dane was eventually persuaded to join and co-lead XFactor. There she developed strong relationships with her teammates, and it's as a member of XFactor that Polaris joins the Marvel Strike Force. Polaris is a powerful, high health and damage controller that inhibits enemy regeneration and provides barrier-based bonuses on war offense. She's a hero, with the additional traits of Global, Mutant, Controller, and XFactor. Polaris's passive, Mistress of Magnetism, manipulates the battlefield with two primary effects. First, when Polaris or an XFactor ally land a critical hit, she removes all deflect from the most injured, non-summoned enemy. Second, when an enemy attacks her or an ally with barrier, she applies bleed to that enemy. In war offense, Polaris's passive has the additional effect of increasing the health, focus, and effectiveness of barrier for herself and her XFactor allies. Her basic attack is Sanguine Iron. It's an area of effect that hits her target and adjacent enemies, applies bleed, and then gives a barrier based on her max health to the most injured ally. Her special, Electrostatic Field, combines offense and defense in one unblockable attack. It applies barrier to herself before striking her target and adjacent enemies for damage that increases and becomes piercing on targets with bleed. This attack will always crit her primary target. Finally, Polaris's ultimate is Reverse Polarity. Similar to her father's magnetic vortex, this unavoidable, uncounterable ability pulls the enemy team up to 2 spaces toward her primary target. It then unleashes an AoE attack that applies Disrupted and flips regeneration to bleed. And if Multiple Man is an ally, the regeneration flipping portion of that attack gets a massive amount of extra focus. Polaris has fought alongside many of Marvel's most iconic mutants, but in Marvel Strike Force, she's at her strongest fighting alongside XFactor allies. This includes Longshot, Shatterstar, and Multiple Man. For ISO 8 classes, the barriers from Fortifier synergize well with her passive and help her apply bleed to attacking enemies. Raider is also a good option for commanders that want to get the most from the increased critical hit chance of her special. The daughter of Magneto makes waves on war offense by disrupting enemy positions, defending allies with barrier, and denying enemies regeneration. Polaris stands ready to flip the balance as the 4th member of the hard-hitting XFactor team. Welcome her as she joins her allies in Marvel Strike Force.